Hello everybody, in today's video we're going to go over the Ribbit Hut. If you watched it as a sponsor segment, you don't really need to go over this. There's just going to be like one extra tip, but other than that, let's get started. So first question, how do we even get the Ribbit Hut? Well, we're going to need the botanist workbench and we're going to need the master cooking pot. Now, if you go in the botanist guy, he's not selling it currently. Like we go through all of this, it's not there. Now, it says the botanist sells it. So if we go over here, it says it's worth 32,000, 16 star fruit. But you see this text right here, community center done. So until you have your quests right here done, you don't need to do the abandoned farm. Just these things up here, it won't appear in here. So like right now, nothing's in there. The moment I complete this last thing, right? That completes it. Now it's there. And then I can buy it. Now to get the star fruit, you need that master cooking pot. You can trade him, go down, and it's right here. You'll need 82,000 gold and 4 prismatic shards. Then just like normal, you could just harvest it. And if you did have the tree whisperer where you get +2 fruit, you'll obviously get way more fruit instead of getting 1 per. But with the 16 and with the money, we can then buy ourselves a Ribbit Hut. First things first, the Ribbit Hut works in a 15 by 15 range. If you have a magnifying glass, you'll be able to see that range. And then whenever 8 AM comes around, it's gonna auto harvest in that 15 by 15 range. Now, a little tidbit, if you can actually get yourself a farmer ribbit, they act as bone meal. And if you're using iron sprinklers, you can place seats down on them. And if you find the gardeners, you can just place them down and you can see in their little 3x3 radius, they bone meal it every single day. Now, obviously it depends on how much, but it will speed up how fast your farm grows. The only thing is you have to be careful with these guys, right? I can hold crouch or shift and let him go, right? He's the little farmer guy. If you accidentally right click him, he is no longer a farmer guy. He is now a fisher dude. So don't right click him. For those thinking that they can like use the lassos or the cages, and if you were using it on like this guy, right? You using it turns him to that. You using the diamond lasso on it turns him. So the only safe way is crouching, picking him up and bringing him home. And better yet, if you did have them, you know, in a little fence, they're gonna go around and bone meal them too. So it's up to you how you want to do this. Just think about it. You have a bunch of these guys. You got the moths and butterflies doing the instant growth. You have the growth obelisk. So many ways of speeding it up. So all you got to do is go into here, type in swamp and choose swamp biome. I don't know if mangrove works, but eventually you're gonna get a thing that looks like this on the map, and that is those Ribbit Village. Now, I marked out the buildings right here with glowstone. It looks like this for this one, and it looks like this for this one. As far as I can tell, there's only these 2 things that have the farmer ribbit inside. And so you'd have to like, you know, take them home with you and hopefully not right click them on the way. Because remember, you drop them, you accidentally right click them, they are no longer a farmer thing. Now, since it collects crops for you automatically, it has a storage inside. Well, you're going to want to make an importer to pipe it out. And you can import from the front, which is what I prefer, or you can import it from below. I tested it out on every other side. It does not work, only on those 2. And it's as simple as you put on the importer, don't do anything, just leave it on blacklist mode, leave it empty. And then whenever you throw stuff in there, it's going to passively go and just link it up to your refined storage thing. You can see it's just coming into our system. Now you can make the Ribbit Hut float. So if you want to do this, which I do recommend, just press F9 2 times, go to the middle of your chunk, which is this yellow beam. And then I just like the left one, and then just place it on top. Then you could do that and then just, you know, lay down your farmland. Now, why you may want to do this is currently you can do it a double layer and it does collect from the same Ribbit Hut. Now, I don't know if this is going to be in the game for a long time, but for the moment, this is going to rake you in quite a bit of crop things. Though then again, Ribbit Hut's pretty cheap to buy, so maybe you don't need to do that, but it does conserve space. Just be sure your light levels are good. Now the things the Ribbit Hut collects are going to be cacaos, they do work, the grapes on the stems, and any of the crops. Sadly, it does not work on the mushroom soil or whatnot because you don't replant it. But as you can see, it collects all that stuff. Thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments if I missed anything to help everybody out. Goodbye, God bless, and good night.